One early morning, Gordon awoke with a start. He felt strange, but could not explain why. His driver, who had come to clean him before work began, reassured him.
It's the ditch water. It can get into your mechanical working and make you feel sick.
Gordon was satisfied with that explanation, but what was odd was that he couldn't remember falling into the ditch, even though it had recently happened. The memory was fuzzy at best.
I'm just exhausted from putting the express so well.
He dreamed of vaguer images, those of a mine and of darkness below. In these images, he felt apart everything clearly, but he felt strongly that these memories didn't belong to him. Later that morning, Gordon sleepily brought his train to the junction. Thomas, who looked equally tired, greeted him with a smile.
Long night.
Yes, I had some very strange dreams.
I don't know. We only just came back. I remember bringing you to the yard just before the Queen came to the saloon.
I had the same dreams, come to think of it. Can't remember falling into the ditch, much less rescuing you from the mine.
What does it mean? I don't know. We only just came back. I remember bringing you to the yard just before the Queen came to the saloon. I remember that, too. But why can't we remember actually being at the mine?
The two engines decided to find out for themselves. That night, the two of them popped up the line which led from the big station. They rounded the bend that led to the mines, but were met with cautionary signs with red danger collapse mine ahead.
We'll have to investigate from here.
They walked past the signs and toward the collapsed mine shafts. They came back a short while later.
What are you doing back so soon?
Nothing to see, let's head back.
Thomas and Gordon didn't believe them.
You didn't even take a light with you. How could you have seen anything?
The crews insisted, but Thomas resisted. He sped through the cautionary signs and stopped at the edge of a large, gaping pit. When he looked down inside, he shrieked.
G.G. Gordon.
Thomas called, tears welling in his eyes. In the pit were two mangled engines. One looked exactly like Gordon, the other like Thomas.
Who are these engines?
I can explain.
The Fat Controller stood next to his car, a light in his hand.
I had hoped this day would never come, but Alice, here we are. Who were you?
What do you mean, what?
When you fell into the mine, Thomas, you didn't just fall. The mine collapsed beneath you, swallowing you whole. We tried bringing Gordon, our strongest engine, to lift you out with a pulley system, but we misjudged how hollow the shaft was below, and he, too, fell with a growing chasm beneath the ground. It's a gruesome tale. We had a major scandal due to our lack of judgment, and to save face we saved your faves. There was a talented engineer from crew who moved your identities into new shells. The engines you see below, you former selves, we are prototypes.
Thomas and Gordon didn't know what to say. In their confusion, they began to cry.
That doesn't change who you are now. You are still two of my most useful engines. We gave you a second chance.
And avoided a scandal. We understand.
Soon after, the two engines stunk home, but everything felt familiar and foreign at the same time. They didn't feel whole anymore, knowing that a part of them was rotting away in the bowels of the mines. They only hoped that one day, many years from now, these memories become fuzzy too.